Quickly, 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 quickly. Hello, dear viewers, and welcome again to another mind-blowing analysis on your favorite podcast, Jenga Kenya TV, where we delve deep into the issues shaping our world and influencing the future of our beloved continent, Africa. I'm your host, Shadrach Burekakai, and today we are unpacking a topic that has the potential to spark heated debate, open up Pandora's box of regional politics, and even challenge how we see Africa's future. So buckle, because this is going to be a roller coaster. We turn our focus to Rwanda's President Paul Kagame and his intense anger over the raging war in the Democratic Republic of Congo, the DRC. The war, which has lasted for decades, showing no signs of abating, and Kagame's frustration is palpable. But why is he so angry? Is it simply a matter of national security, or is there something deeper lurking beneath the surface? And why is Kagame been so vocal about South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa's role in the Congolese crisis? What exactly is the relationship between South Africa, Rwanda, and the ongoing turmoil in Congo? We are going to break it down piece by piece. To understand Kagame's anger, we have to first look at Rwanda's historical relationship with Congo. For decades, Kagame's government has been accused of involvement in the DRCs, especially in the Kivu region, where mineral riches such as gold, coltan, and cobalt have made the area a hotspot for international and even regional interest. But at what cost? The Congolese people, despite their vast resources, remain some of the poorest in the world, and regional instability has been a constant. Rwanda has long feared that armed militias in the DRC could destabilize its borders and even launch attacks on its territory. Kagame has repeatedly said that these militias, particularly the FDLR, are a direct threat to Rwanda's security. Is that the whole story, or could there be more at play? Kagame is accusing South Africa's leadership, particularly Cyril Ramaphosa, of not doing enough to stop the war in Congo. South Africa has taken a more diplomatic and peacekeeping role in the crisis, often calling the dialogue between DRC government and the various armed groups. But from Kagame's perspective, South Africa is failing to act decisively. The question is why? What role does South Africa's neutrality play in Rwanda's frustration? Is Kagame truly looking for a stronger intervention in Congo, or is there something else fueling his anger? Kagame's frustration could stem from the fear of regional instability spiraling out of control, possibly leading to bigger wars, something Kagame knows all too well from his own experience.
For the last 2 days, on Monday and today this morning, I spoke with the President of South Africa, who sought me out to speak with me on this matter because of their involvement in Eastern Congo. And he's also there pretending to be playing a peacemaker role, and he has a force that has been fighting alongside FDLR and has been fighting the M23 on the instructions of Tshisekedi, because these are people who are not supposed to be in Congo, that these are from Rwanda, or the M23 are not Rwandans, please. These are Congolese, and one time he accepts it, then another time he says no, part of it is yes, and then the other part is from Rwanda, and these are he keeps on going. And how do we leaders of our own countries accept this to go on forever and just accept that we shall be manipulated by Tshisekedi or whoever is supporting him. And South Africa dares even issue threats about what is likely to happen after that and so on and so forth. Of course, we will see what threats they are talking about. Maybe they should have done that exactly for which they have been issuing threats. They should have done it to clean up the mess in Eastern Congo, or to fight back those who have been trying to clean up the mess. But really, to have even had East African community expelled from Eastern Congo and everybody complied and then there was quiet. It's as if it was normal or that is okay. Everything dictated by the country or the person we are trying to help.
The Kagame you see did not inherit power. He fought for it. He participated in the Ugandan Bush War in the 1980s, which helped Yoweri Kaguta Museveni even ascend to power in Uganda. Kagame himself led Rwanda's RPF, Rwanda's Patriotic Front, in a war push to overthrow the genocide regime of Juvenal Habyarimana in the year 1994. The history is still there. He knows the devastating consequences of unresolved conflict, and the Rwandese genocide remain an ever-present shadow in the eyes of many. Could Kagame be seeing echoes of that deadly conflict in the current DRC war, fearing it could unravel into something else worse if not addressed? And then we have the issue of African Union and the East Africa community. Kagame has openly criticized both for their lack of effective action in dealing with the crisis. But is it just the AU and EAC's failure, or is the problem even more deeper? Is it possible that despite the promises of unity and self-determination, the African Union is still serving the interest of its colonial masters? In this case, foreign powers with a vested interest in the Congo's minerals. The Hutu-Tutsi conflict that dominated in the year 1994 genocides is still fresh in the minds of many. Is history repeating itself, but this time not at the hands of the European colonizers, but rather through African leaders themselves? Now, let's throw a wrench into the situation. Rumors has it that President Paul Kagame has reached out to Kenyan President William Ruto, and Ruto has in turn consulted France President Macron for their input into the matter. And this, dear viewers, has sparked outrage across Africa. Why consult with France, a former colonial power, on an African crisis? Does this signal that Ruto's consultation with France is an indication that Kenya is still aligned with the Africans' former colonizers? And what does it say about African sovereignty? Is Africa truly free? Or are we still shackled by colonial influences? Is Kagame simply crying wolf, or does he have a genuine concern? The accusation of Kagame's involvement in the DRC conflict are not new. Rwanda's support for various rebel groups in eastern Congo has been well documented, leading to many to wonder whether Kagame's call for action are motivated by genuine concern for peace, or whether they are to serve Rwanda's own strategic interest in the region. And here is a $1 million question, ladies and gentlemen. Could the escalation of tension in Congo be driven by the same forces that fueled the 1994 genocide? Are international powers once again using Africans' internal conflict to maintain control over the continent's precious resources? all while African leaders continue to fail their people? Is Pan-Africanism just a dream, or can it become a reality? Are we still fighting for independence and sovereignty, or is neocolonialism alive and well, taking shape in new forms? So, what do you think? Is Kagame genuinely trying to protect Rwanda and the region from further chaos, or there is more to the story? Should Ruto have consulted France on the Congo issues, or does this signify a bigger problem with Africa's independence? Can we trust the African Union to handle the crisis, or are we witnessing a dangerous game where foreign powers are still pulling the strings? I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button. Also press the notification bell, ladies and gentlemen, and give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying this hard-hitting analysis. Remember to share this with your friends, because Africa's future is on the line and your voice matters a lot. I've been your host, Shadrach Kakai, and you are watching Jenga Kenya TV. We'll be back with more insight and more questions that need answers. Until then, keep engaging, keep questioning, and as always, keep peace.